asleep. Yo, what's up? Good morning. You're muted in case you didn't realize it. Good morning, Tori. Good morning, Dustin. How's everybody doing? Hulk, good morning. Dan, good morning. Uptown, good morning. Chris, good morning. Captain, good morning. I don't know where Trot's at. He's muted. Coffeeed up and good to go. Yes, me too. I got up early this morning. Got coffee in my system already. Ready to dig into this word. Mitchell, good morning. Benny, good morning. Yeah, man, good morning. Siri Fix a lot. Good morning. Everybody's coming in. Nikki, good morning. Debbie from Philadelphia, good morning. Let's see. NC Blue Dot, good morning. Ricky, good morning. Red Eye Wolf, good morning. Trapper, good morning. Benny Miller, good morning. I guess saying good morning to everybody gives me something to do until Mr. Trot decides to unmute his microphone. Can y'all tap and like, please? Tap, like, and share. Let's get rolling.
Well, I heard a lot of good mornings.
Texas Pinky, good morning. I'm saying good morning to everybody as they're coming in. TT Maria, good morning. Y'all tap and like the screen, please, please, please. Tap, tap, tap. Um, the only time we gotten over 10,000 is when I told y'all Trot was going to talk about Revelations. I need y'all to tap without that.
Oh, we got over 10,000 that day?
Oh, yeah.
I saw eight.
Bro, we
Eight
got
or
like
nine.
5,000. Yeah, but we got like 5,000 likes in a matter of 2 minutes. When I said if we got to
Oh,
100,000, we was gonna. So far, I've tapped the screen over
all for
almost
the
1,000 times.
Book of Revelation. That is, y'all are tripping.
Oh
Half the
yeah.
people wouldn't even make
Look,
it. Probably more
I
than
agree,
half.
bro, and that's one of the conversations I was having with Renee. I was
I'd
like,
probably be talking
man,
for about
listen.
I'd be talking for about 5 minutes, and half the people would be gone. Like, what is he talking about? Like, it wouldn't even. It wouldn't even. Uh,
Yeah, listen, guys, I don't tap this screen 1,000 times. I'm right there. What the heck,
I don't ever tap. I'm tapping right now. I don't ever tap.
bro?
I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna do some
Look,
tapping.
if everybody does 1,000, we'll be at 15,000 right now. I did my 1,000. Y'all gotta pay y'all. Y'all gotta pay y'all taxes. I'm not taxes. Y'all
You
gotta
pay
pay
your
y'all tithes and
jizya.
offerings in taps.
Stop asking for jizya.
Your jizya.
Hey,
Stop asking
tithes and
people to pay
offerings.
jizya.
tithes and
Yep.
tithes and offering with taps.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
if you love the
Five,
Lord, tap the
five
screen.
hundred, 500, 500 taps is for tithes and 500 taps is offering.
No, how about the jizya?
Oh my Lord. Yeah. If you love the Lord, tap the
No,
screen.
Did you hear
Hey,
me? How
sow
about the
your
jizya?
what is that? Is that a Spanish word?
No,
I need all the trot haters to give
the
2,000.
jizya
No,
is what
that's
the
Islam.
Muslims made the Jews
When you're not
pay.
the Jews and the Christians, when you live in an Islamic state, if they have Sharia law instated, then you have to pay jizya for protection because they came into your country and took you over, and now you need protection from them.
Oh my Lord. Oh, so it's like the Italian mob.
Basically, yeah. So
The
it's the protection tax. It's called jizya. So
yeah. Well,
they
in
would
the
go into
Italian mob, and in
imagine.
Italian, and what?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, in Italian mob, it's called protection.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
the
you don't
same
pay them,
thing.
they come. If you don't pay them, they come burn your stuff down. So,
Well, in Islam, if you don't pay them, they take your head off.
yeah, yeah. It's protection against
But no,
themselves.
that's the religion. It's the religion of peace, brother. It's the religion of peace.
Yeah. Yeah, peace by a sword. See, Jesus. Hey, remember Jesus said, "I didn't come to bring peace. I came to bring a sword." In Islam, they read that before the plagiarism started. They go, "Oh, peace by sword," meaning
No, the
that we're
peace
going
is
to take
by
a sword.
the
Yeah,
peace
if
by
you don't do what we say, we
the peace
yeah we
rocks.
we
They throw the
unalive
rocks
you.
with
We,
the bottles
yeah,
full
because
of
see,
alcohol.
yeah, because
They're bombs.
yeah, because the kind of peace they're talking about is,
A
that
piece of your
if
tail.
a piece of you're the peace.
You're right.
Hold on a second. What? All right. Yeah, get a piece of
Are
you,
you
buddy.
echoing?
Oh, I am?
Either you're echoing or you got somebody at your crib. It sounds like it's you, but it's probably not you.
I don't have no wires connected or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, so did you like that video of you keeping us out of our belly?
Oh my Lord. The first time I watched it, because I don't always read like what's on the screen. So the first time I watched it, I said, "Man, why did he send me this little Asian dude slapping this guy? Like, I don't understand why he's sending it." And then I noticed he kept slapping him. I'm like, "What is going on here?" I thought maybe, I don't know. I thought maybe the bigger dude was going to turn around and karate kick him or something. I was like, "Oh, what did he send me this for?" And then finally I read what was written there, and as soon as I started reading it, I was like, "Oh my Lord!" I just saw Trot. I was like, "Trot." I was like, "Oh my Lord, what happened?"
You should see how many DMs I got. People laughing, bro. Like, bro, that's 100% true. Where's the lie? Some people.
Where's the
Some
lie?
ladies.
That's the phrase, dude. That's the phrase right now. Where's the lie? Tell me where the lie's at. Where is it?
Bro, I had people saying like, the little Asian guy is the same height as Trot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know, bro. I think I might have that guy by a couple inches, bro. I might have him a couple inches.
Maybe. I think that guy looks like he might be like 5'6", 5'7". So you might got him a couple inches.
Yeah, I got him by a couple inches, bro. I think I got him. Even if it's by 1 inch, dude, I got him. Yeah, if we walked in that gym, I'd be like, "Hey, Dre, I got the Asian guy."
Game of inches.
Hey, Jeremy, if we walked into that gym, I'd be like, "Hey, Dre, I got the Asian guy. Don't worry about it. I got him. Dude's mine." Hey, and I come back all dangerous. Hey, I come back all broken up. Say, "Hey, bro, I got the other one, bro. You tag, bro."
I went to the flea market this weekend, right here in Colorado, and bro, I saw almost every figurine, almost every Star Wars figurine, like the little ones from the McDonald's packages or whatever. They were all used, and I'm going through like it's like 1,000 monitos there, right? And I'm going through all the monitos trying to find
the little monitos.
It's funny because they used the word when I was there. One of the guys was like, "What? ¿Cuántos son los bonitos?" And I was crying, laughing. I was like, if Trot was here, he would have busted out laughing, bro. Like he would have just.
I'd have been like, "What?"
Laughing.
I'd have been like, "Nah, bro.
Dude, what's wrong with this guy?
I'd have been like, monitos is if you No, I'd have said monitos is if you got a grenade, extra magazine, a little pocket for some gloves. All your little monitos, it'd have been like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. That's what they told me. He would always tell me he was a. Oh, go ahead. What?
No, I'm just saying. So I picked out. I had like Chewbacca. I had a bunch of cool ones, and I asked the lady. I was like, "How much is each one of these things?" Like we were talking about like a pile of used toys, bro. I dug through them things for like 30 minutes, and then it was my mistake. I should have asked first how much they were. By the time I pulled them all out, she just saw all the Star Wars things in my hand. She was like $5 a piece. I said, "Man,
Heck yeah, you
I put
messed
all the
up.
junk back." I said, "Now here you go."
Yeah, you messed up.
Yep, I should have. I'm going back next week, and I'm gonna ask ahead of time like how much for each, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick out
how much for each
all the
one of
Star
these? She's
Wars
gonna say
ones.
$1. She's gonna say $1. Watch.
Right, that's what I thought she was gonna
She's gonna-
say. I was like, okay, cool, here's $10, but nah, bro. When she said $5, I said $5. She said, yeah. I said, oh nah, you crazy?
Man,
Think
that
I'm
was
paying
$5
$5 for a used toy?
for a used toy. It's got kids' boogers on there. That local.
Yeah, you're right. My wife
That
was like,
local.
if you take those home, you're gonna have to disinfect those.
You are not lying. Disinfect them right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Flip, I like your flying video, bro. It was cool.
But I first saw, hey, like I said, bro. I don't always read everything, man. I just see Flip flying, and the whole time criticizing. I'm like, why does he not have a Superman suit on? Like, why is he flying? And finally, I start reading, and I go, oh, my bad. Yeah, even out loud, I was like, my bad, Flip. My bad, bro.
Hey, y'all comments. Hey, I
Hey,
really like that video with the Asian dude, though, man. That thing, oh man, I couldn't breathe, man, for like 2 minutes, dude. That was comedy, man.
Oh, when I first saw it, I mean, literally, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, bro, this is Try teaching us how to breathe and not be in our belly. I was crying, laughing.
hey,
I gotta make a video of this,
hey,
man.
hey, but this dude's hitting people, bro. I'm not hitting nobody.
Spiritually, you're looking at things with your
Ah,
physical eyes and not your spiritual eyes.
God. He's like, no,
You're
spiritually,
not
you're
looking at the
hitting
shadows,
everybody.
brother. You're only looking at the black letters
He's
on the
like,
white pages.
he's like, you're committing spiritual assault. Yeah.
Hmm. But
Well,
hey, your Thug coffee was funny too, bro. That's some sweet
oh,
coffee right there, bro. You're gonna have Cinnabon coffee with creamer and whipped cream and sprinkles, bro. That's the sweetest. You drinking a dessert, bro. That's not even coffee anymore.
yeah, bro. That's
Hey,
some
it's
sweet.
bomb.
That's some
Y'all
sweet.
should try it.
With that song, I couldn't help it. I was like, Thug Coffee, bro. So that's that Thug Coffee.
Hey, you know who that song is from, right? You
Yeah, I
ever heard of
Yeah,
recognize the
it's
song.
Tupac.
Yeah,
Have you
that's
ever
who it
heard of
is,
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac. I don't know if in Texas y'all listen to Tupac, but that's Tupac, man.
They don't.
Hey, where's Tupac
Tim
music come
McGraw in
from?
Texas, brother. Tim McGraw.
Yeah, you tell him, bro. You tell him. Where's Tupac's music from?
California, bro.
He
Oh,
originally from
California.
Yeah, he
Huh?
originally from the
Yeah.
Bay, but he became like from LA, like a LA rapper.
He's originally from where?
He's originally from New York. That's where he's
Originally from
originally
Oakland.
from. No, bro, he's from New
Oh,
York.
uh-oh. We're not gonna fight about baptism. We're gonna fight about where Tupac was born. Nuh-uh,
Yeah.
bro. My uncle's brother, sister's niece live right beside his mom, bro. Nuh-uh, I'm telling you.
Nah,
It's like, oh,
Flip
bro,
gonna
I
be like,
got.
I used to be banging with him, bro, back in the 90s. Yeah,
Bruh.
Oh, I used to bike with him, bro. He's like, what do you mean? I got thug life on my back, bro. Oh, shoot. In 3-inch block letters.
yeah, you funny. Nah, but Tupac was when he was originally he was born in New York and then he moved to Oakland and then from Oakland they moved down.
Yeah.
I think from Oakland they moved back to Philadelphia and then from Philadelphia back to LA. But so he had a crazy upbringing.
Huh.
Still the greatest rapper ever, in my opinion, for sure.
What does that mean, greatest rapper? Like, I understand greatest baseball player, greatest football player. What is greatest rapper? What is that?
It's the same thing. Like, who's the greatest football player of all time, in your opinion? Who's the best all-around football player of all time, in your opinion?
Oh, no, that's going to be pretty controversial. You're trying to start a fight.
Let me just give me the name.
You're trying to start a fight, bro.
It's just me and you up here. Tell me the name. Just tell me the name.
Okay. Straight up.
Me, I can answer in 30
all
seconds.
right, hold on. Straight up, all time.
All time, all around, best football player.
All around.
All time, all around.
Okay, well, you can't say all around because now you're talking about people that do different positions.
That makes
can't
you
say
the
all
best
around.
Football player. Okay. Who's the best football player in your opinion?
Barry Sanders.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Let's drop the conversation, bro.
Drop the conversation, bro, because ain't nobody going to take
away
away
You got the
Barry.
wrong Sanders, bro. You got the wrong Sanders. I'm going to say that.
No.
You got the wrong Sanders.
I don't. No, if you say, hold on a second. If you say all around, I'm going to say Deion Sanders. But I said, are you sure you want to go all around? And you said, okay, well then best ever, Barry Sanders. If you say all around, bro, no, you can't say no other name but Deion Sanders.
Sanders, in your opinion, is the best football player ever?
Ever, period. Yes, 100%.
What? He doesn't even hold the record for rushing yards in his own position.
Okay, are you sure you want to go down there, bro? You sure you want to go down there, bro? I'm very analytical.
No, the man does not have the record for rushing yards.
Hey, I will destroy what you're saying right now. Don't go there, dude. Don't do this to yourself. I'm saying Barry Sanders for a reason, bro.
So you would rather build your
Barry
team
Sanders,
around
can I finish? Barry Sanders would have broke the record.
Bro. Your internet is trash, bro.
Really? How I sound now?
Yeah, because I'm speaking and then you're coming in afterwards. Like, I think all of us are noticing that you're like lagging. So when I'm speaking, it takes you like 3 seconds to respond because it's lagging on your side.
Well, that ain't good. Okay, so excuse me. Let me see if I can. Hopefully that's better.
Barry Sanders.
Listen, man. Listen. Barry Sanders would have broke that record 5 years or even 8 years before Emmitt Smith. 5 or even 8 years before Emmitt Smith broke it.
I don't disagree with you on that, but
Barry Sanders,
he didn't.
Barry Sanders had the worst line you could ever have, and he pulled off numbers that people couldn't pull off, and they had the best linemen. Period. The end. It was very hard what he pulled off with the line that he had, dude. So basically, at the time that Emmitt Smith, which by the way was coming from my team, Dallas Cowboys, the time that he was pulling his numbers, if Barry Sanders was that running back, it would have been. Matter of fact, it would have been unfair. The games they would have won. So I'm looking at grit. I'm looking at how hard it was for them to accomplish what they accomplished with the horrible, I hate to say it, but the horrible team that Barry Sanders had. The Lions had the worst linemen. If you go look at numbers when Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders are starting, and you go look at every year, Barry Sanders, he's crushing Emmitt with thousands of yards. Like it's crazy how many yards he's like just conquers. So I am talking about a lot of things that are not normally talked about in statistics. So Barry Sanders is not always going to be everybody's number one. I get it. Uh, but he dealt with a lot
You're
of
like the only person I've
junk, and
ever heard. You're the only person I've ever heard talk about Barry Sanders as the best all-around football player of all time. Like you
no,
didn't
no,
even say
no. I don't know
Lawrence
how many. I don't
Taylor.
know how many
You didn't
times.
say. You
I don't
didn't
know.
say.
No, I don't. I don't know how many times that I have to say if you're talking about all around. There's no way you're not hearing me. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me, bro? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. You're lagging, but I can
Okay,
hear you.
because it sounds like you can, because I keep saying I'm not talking about all around, but yet you keep saying that I'm talking about all around. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I'm telling you again, if you're talking about all around, then I'm going to say Deion Sanders. I've already said that about 3 times. But if you just ask straight up, not all around, just who's the best football player, Barry Sanders, period. But if you say all
No, it
around,
would be
only
at
let me tell you
that
something.
point.
Let me say
At that
this, and
point, it would be
I'll say
Lawrence
this one
Taylor,
last thing.
bro.
Hold on,
It would
hold
be
on.
Lawrence Taylor. It would be Lawrence
Okay, let me
Taylor,
ask you this.
bro.
Hold on, give me 3 reasons why you're saying Lawrence Taylor. Just 3.
Better.
No, give me the. You can't just say better, bro. You have to give a reason. Better's not a reason. I didn't say give me words.
Lawrence Taylor can control. He can literally run a whole game from the defensive side. Literally
Okay.
ruin games from the defensive side by
Okay.
himself.
First off, was he a defensive player?
Yes.
Okay, so he better know how to do that. Oh, but I'll give you that one. What other 2 you got?
His numbers, sacks, and fear.
Okay,
He literally
sack.
brought
Okay,
fear
so
like
all
Michael
right,
Jordan.
hold on. He can run a whole defensive side by himself. Sacks. What else?
And the sheer fear that he would bring into the other team. Like they would literally plan around him alone. Because he would
Okay,
bring that
all
much
right.
fear to everyone. Nobody wanted to go against this guy, bro. They were scared of this dude.
Okay, bro,
People
I
were
know, bro.
petrified of Lawrence Taylor.
Trust me, bro. I got Lawrence Taylor's rookie card. I pulled it myself out of a pack. And let me tell you something. All the cards I pulled out when I was little, I didn't just pull them out and I thought, oh, I wonder if this guy's good. No, bro. I didn't have no adult or anybody by my side saying, hey, this person's good. No, I watched games. I knew who was good. So when I got a awesome player, bro, I knew like, oh man, this is a good card because that dude's amazing. So I pulled Lawrence Taylor's. Let me say this.
And Barry Sanders quit. He quit in his prime, bro. He's a quitter.
Okay, first off, let me say this. You don't have to teach me anything about Barry Sanders. I promise, bro. I promise. Let me just know that already. When it comes to Barry Sanders, the only thing you can teach me is probably like what his grades were in elementary school. I don't know that, okay? But what I'm saying is when it comes to him playing professional football, I know enough about Barry Sanders. I would not have picked Barry Sanders, okay? I would have picked probably Troy Aikman, all right? But that'd be biased because he's a Cowboy quarterback, so that wouldn't be fair. But if you're talking about best football player, I'm going to say Barry Sanders every time because we had a – but Lawrence Taylor – bro, come on, bro. Come on.
Hey, you guys want a picture of Barry Sanders and his wife? I saw them in Aruba. I took a picture.
Bro, don't play games. Don't play games, bro.
Yes. I'm
see.
not playing, man. I got a picture, bro.
Flip probably thinks all black people look alike.
Oh, man. Yeah, he walked up to some dude. He's like, dude, hey, he walked up to some dude that was like 5'8". Hey, bro, he's 5'8", and his thighs are like tree trunks, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, black tree trunks,
Yeah.
5'8". That's Barry Sanders.
I will show you in my phone a picture. I took a picture, bro.
Hey, I just want to know this. Why are we still waiting for the picture? Like we've already discussed this like for 5 minutes already. Where's the pic
Because
at?
I gotta get it out of my computer, and I'm not at the computer.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute, dude. So now we're gonna sit here waiting. So when we doing this tomorrow?
Yep, y'all go with it tomorrow.
Oh, this guy, man.
Yep.
Hey, don't be trying to like put yourself in a like cop yourself in a picture, or how do you say it? Not cop, but don't be trying to Photoshop. Huh?
I'm original, man. All I do is take pictures, and it is what it is.
I sang at Troy Aikman's restaurant a few weeks ago. Which restaurant, Pink? Well, hey, I thought the
I'll tell you what, man. If you want to talk about the woulda, shoulda, coulda, bro. If Bo Jackson would have never got injured and his knees wouldn't have been bad, bro, he would have blew Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith out the water. Period. Point blank.
All right, let me say this. Look, when it comes to best players, I just don't believe in the woulda, shoulda, coulda. I just don't, man. Because I'm talking about
but
while
you
they were.
You did the woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I never said those words because I'm not talking about what he really did play. He played NFL football.
You said if Barry Sanders would have stayed longer.
No. Hold on. That was one statistic, my friend. That was just rushing yards. That's not. I'm not talking about the grit, all the crap he had to deal with. I'm not talking about a lot of other things. I'm just talking about the factor of the rushing yards. But I'm not taking away the yards he was getting. So the yards he was getting was not a shoulda, woulda, coulda. He was killing folks with those yardage, period. So, I'm not taking something away from him. He actually did that. The stats are there, so it's like I'm not saying.
That's what I'm saying. Look at Bo Jackson's stats. That's what I'm talking about. Look at Bo Jackson's stats when he did play. When he was healthy.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Bo didn't have good yardage. So no, we're talking about Bo.
Bo used to carry a whole team, bro.
Bro, Bo. Okay,
Bo used
listen.
to have 4 or 5 people on top of him, dragging him, bro.
Okay, but check this out. All around. So if you're saying all around, Bo's one of the all arounds, dude. Because Bo didn't just play football, bro. He didn't just play football.
Deion Sanders is the all around best football player. Period.
No, Deion Sanders, 100%, 100%. Deion Sanders, all around best. I don't care what anybody says. All around, he's best football player. But Bo Jackson is an all around best football player as well. He ain't the best in my opinion, but he is all around best football player too, though.
Look at Dan Marino numbers, bro. If he would have had a decent line, if he would have had a what's his name? What's the guy's name? Oh my God, Tom Brady line. Oh my God, bro! Like you're talking about it, bro. You're talking about the best football player ever, hands down. Dan Marino had a rocket.
Dan Marino was bad. Period. The end.
Oh yeah,
he was bad.
He just didn't have the team around him. He didn't have a team around him to be able to succeed. Period.
No, that's true. That's true for Marino. That's true.
Aaron Rodgers is way better than Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers is better. He just said his teams have just not been like he's done by himself. He's pulled the team on his back.
What do you mean? Oh, hold on a second. What do you mean he's better than Tom Brady? He's good. What do you mean he's better?
To me, he's better. He has a better arm, better skill set, better athleticism.
Okay, he's got a better arm.
You know what? You know who's better? I bet you if we took a poll to find out how many people are in their belly right now because of this conversation's been going on for 40 minutes and nobody really cares about it anymore. But that's all right. That's quite all right.
That's Dre's fault. I told you, bro. I said, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. And you didn't listen. He didn't listen, man. This guy. I'm just going to keep blaming Dre. It's Dre's fault.
Hey, Jordan, you're right. He did choke this last time around, but Tom Brady has choked a lot more, bro. Tom Brady got saved by kickers, for God's sakes. If it wasn't for them kickers, man, please, he wouldn't even have them championships right now. And them amazing defenses that he's had to have won championships on the defensive side. I mean, come on, bro. Like Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady.
I don't know if he's better or not. I don't know. That's questionable. But he's good. I think a fool would say Aaron Rodgers is not a good quarterback. I think a fool would say that. Hey, Pinky, I think I saw your answer, but I don't. I don't understand what I'm asking you. The name of the restaurant. Just put the name of the restaurant because there's so many words there. I can't tell what's the restaurant and what's not.
Man, Taylor Belichick got them rings. Belichick and them teams he put together. That's who got them rings. It wasn't Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, it was definitely Belichick, 100%.
Right, bro. Have you
Just
seen
like
Tom Brady's combine 40-yard dash? Have you seen it, bro? It's the funniest thing in the world, bro. We can run faster than his combine right now at 40+ years old, easily, easy. That boy was slow. He's so unathletic, bro. He just got lucky. He ended up going to what is it? Flip's talking on mute. That's hilarious.
Flip, you're on mute.
So I thought y'all talking about Jesus, bro.
Hey, Flip looked like one of them bad kids in my youth group. I'd be like, oh my God, here comes Flip again. I could just look at his face. Here comes one of them bad kids again into my youth
How
group.
old he, man? Hey, is it because I have tattoos or what?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the tattoos. You're a bad tattoo man. That's what it is. The tattoos.
Hey, so real talk. To join the Delta 3, you gotta have combat experience, huh?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
You have to have combat experience. There's a lot of other ones that you don't have to have combat experience, but you can join. You can be part of them. But in order to be Delta Force, you have to have combat experience. It's the only one that you have to have combat experience.
Why is that though?
You don't have to. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. But you don't have to have combat experience to be a ranger, because the rangers are going to train you up. You don't have to have combat experience to be a Navy SEAL, because a Navy SEAL is going to train you up. But if you want to be Delta Force, Bubba, you have to already have seen combat. The reason you have to already seen combat is because this job is already doing. They're already doing missions that you'll never hear of. You'll never hear about them ever. So we have people that do political missions. So look, you have, because look, man, military, come on, they're part of the United States government. You don't think they're political? They're very political. So you have missions that are very political and very publicized. And so they're going to play that role properly. Okay. And there's certain groups that are going to do certain missions based on politics. And then whenever there's missions that are conducted that have nothing to do with politics, and when I say politics, I'm talking about the media, like they're not trying to announce what they're doing. You don't hear about those missions.
Oh, wow. Well, why is that?
Period.
Is that like CIA type stuff?
Bro, CIA is, no, bro, if you want to get into, let's put it this way. Let's just say there's a person, I'm making this up. This is 100% made up. This is not real. So everybody chill out. But let's just say there's a person. It doesn't matter, male, female, whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's an adult person making a whole lot of money doing something. It doesn't matter what the something is. And it has been decided that this person needs to go bye-bye. Bro, they're not going to put on the news. They're not going to say Delta Force made this person go bye-bye. Nobody's even going to understand why. They don't understand why. Don't even have you're not even going to have a 1% understanding. All you're going to see is genocide. They murdered somebody. That's all you're going to see.
Yeah.
So they would have to talk to you for 5 weeks, 6 weeks straight, 3 hours a day for you to even understand why this person needs to go bye-bye. Like it's a waste of time. But what about bin Laden? Remember who that was?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
innocent guy. He was innocent, right?
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Do you know who he is? You said yes. Why? How do you know who bin Laden? How do you know who bin Laden is? How do you know?
Because he has that beard like Dre.
No. Like
whoa.
I'm saying, how do you know who he is? How?
Well, he's all over the news when I was a youngster, man.
Okay, but why is he all over the news? Why? Why is he all over the news?
Because he was one of those. I don't want to say it on TikTok, but he was that T word.
Okay, but no.
Yeah.
No, but why? No. But what made him infamous? What made him infamous? How do you know?
He wants you to say Zeal team. I mean, Navy Team Seal 6 was the ones that unalived him.
That's not what I want him to say. I want him to say what he just said, which was 911. Okay, so the reason why his face became popular is because, quote unquote, okay, I'm just quoting and unquoting, he had something to do with 911. That's the reason that he's blown up all over the news. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. Everybody knows who he is. So let me see. Bro, everybody already knows who he is. There doesn't have to be like weeks or months anymore, because there's already been weeks and months of explaining who he was. So now you can say who went in there and got him because it's already politicized.
Correct.
So so on the TV, they're like, okay, SEAL Team 6 go in there. Yeah, they're going to go in there. And they make it this story. And they're like, yeah, we got the bad guy. Bro, you know how many bad guys are not publicized? They're not even on the TV. You don't even hear about it.
Oh, that's messed up. That's torture, man. They're torturing them. That's what they're doing.
Well, either way, you don't hear about it. You only hear about the ones they want you to hear about, and the ones that you hear about just so happen to be names of a certain group that everybody understands what the name is and yada yada. But you don't hear behind the scenes. You're not going to hear behind the scenes, man. It's kind of like you saw. It's kind of like you saw the movie, but if you're not there on scene, you don't know how they did everything. You just saw the movie, right? The movie. Look what happened.
Yeah.
And that's it. But yeah, so if you don't have combat experience, because they don't have time to train you. When you get on Delta Force, they don't have time to train you, bro. You need to already know how to do some of this stuff already. And the only way to prove that is to prove that you have combat experience. And there's only so many ways you can prove that. That's not even, that's another thing in itself. But with all that being said, Delta Force is number 1, Barry Sanders number 1, and Jesus number 1.
Wow. Bruh.
All right.
So I thought y'all talking about Manoa and what Dre said.
Oh, that's Tuesday. That's Tuesday. Okay. That's tomorrow.
Gotcha. Well, what y'all talking about today?
Well, I'm waiting for Pink to send me an answer. Maybe she sent it. I apologize. Let me look for it. She keeps saying she's saying somewhere, but I'm not understanding where. Let's see. Brother David, you making this up as you go? Making what up? David, let me know what you're talking about. Am I making what up?
Delta Force.
Maybe I don't. Well, no, I need to ask him. I want to ask him because I don't know what he's talking about, because he could be talking about Barry Sanders. Because I was talking about Barry Sanders.
No, he's talking about Delta Force.
He might be. Sent multiple. Pinky, instead of wasting a line and put sent multiple times, why wouldn't you just put the name Texas Live? Okay, so
remember that thing
Troy
you said about
Aikman?
people? Wait a minute. Remember you said Texas stupid the other day?
Hold on.
Jesse, good one.
Hey, Jesse, what does Texas stupid mean?
You just grew up in Texas. It's just Texas stupid.
No, that's not what Texas stupid means. No. Does anybody? Jess, we'll give you one more try. What does Texas stupid mean, Jess? What does Texas stupid mean? You don't remember?
I plead the fifth, sir. Thank you,
that's
Dre,
what I
for
thought.
being my
That's
lawyer.
what I thought. You don't know. All right, so you don't know.
I do know Texas stupid
What?
was
Tell me. What?
everybody in Texas. American, I don't know. I don't remember. I know you said it like 1,000 times.
No. Hey, Dre, So can you? I don't understand what Pinky's saying.
Troy's at
I don't
Texas
get it.
Live by Ranger Stadium. She says she sung at Troy's at Texas Live by the Ranger Stadium.
Okay, I know what by the
Ranger
Stadium. Okay, but what's Texas Live? What's that?
That's Troy Aikman's restaurant, bro.
Okay, okay. So the name of it is Troy's at Texas Live.
Yeah, correct.
So the whole name is Troy's at Texas Live.
Bro, you're from Texas, not me. I have no idea. I don't know about these restaurants, bro.
I didn't. Dre, I made it. I said, "What is Pinky saying?" I didn't say how much of Texas do you know.
I'm telling you what
she
said. She said she sang at Troy's, which is by the Ranger Stadium. That's what she said. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself. Are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Or do I have to repeat myself again?
No, I'm trying to understand. Hey, I'm trying to understand why you keep. I'm trying to understand why you keep repeating what she. I know how to read. I don't need you to read to me what it says right there.
I don't understand how many times I got to repeat myself.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Pinky, why didn't you just put Troy's? So right here, the name is Troy's. I said, just give me. No, she didn't. She said Troy's at Texas Live by the Ranger State. What? Texas Live? How do I not know that Texas Live isn't the name? Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I'm pulling out my paddle today. Pulling out my paddle.
Lord.
Pull out my paddle.
I told y'all, Trap be doing like that little Asian man, just be smacking you around and be like, don't get in your belly. Don't get in your belly.
Y'all are out of there. What? Flip, what is this? What am I watching? What is this? What is that, bro?
How did he even do that? That's crazy.
How does that thing hold its breath that long?
How did you get... Is that Bill?
That's Flip. Oh, Bill gonna come up and he gonna give you pow like Tammy, like Tampa. All right. I done beat everybody up already this morning, so I think we're all good. Everybody good? Y'all ready? You ready for some elbows? Pinky, I sent it multiple times.
Yeah, you better start talking.
Let's go.
You better start talking about Jesus before Jesse starts going.
I know. She's like, guys, she's like, can y'all be quiet? Guys, be quiet. Everybody's being Texas stupid right now. That's what she's saying. All right, what y'all want to get into, man? Because tomorrow, we are talking about the secret captain. Tomorrow, we're going to go through there, and we're still going over shadows because, to be honest with you, it's never ending. We are going to go through some shadows tomorrow, the secret captain. So if you were in the service...
Today we're talking about Ezekiel chapter 1.
Go. I don't know about all that. Let's see.
Jesse, what shadow do you have for us today, Jesse?
Yeah, Jess, what you got?
I saw a video. I sent Trot the video of the girl. Remember that video I sent you, Trot, where she was studying really the Bible?
What video?
She looked so pretty. The one she looked real pretty, and then when she started going down the rabbit hole, she looked like a train ran over her.
Oh, yeah. Well, the video is what I think I look like when I read the Bible, but what I actually look like. Exactly. You got to say that part. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of that.
Well, anyway, I wasn't blessed with a photogenic memory, but I was blessed with photogenic eyes. So I remember, I remember faces. I just don't remember names. So that's my cup of tea. So give me a break. No,
wait, isn't that the same thing? A photogenic memory?
No. There's people that can. I can't remember a name if my life depended on it, but I will never forget a face. but I can't remember anybody's name.
But that ain't got nothing to do with photogenic memory, though.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's not a
What? Another
photogenic
rabbit
memory.
hole. Whatever. Who cares? Lord have mercy.
Okay, so she's like, okay, so she remembers a face, but she don't remember the
Names.
name.
I can remember faces. I can remember things. I can detail things to you. But if you ask me a name, I can't.
So okay, so you have a visual memory, but not an audible memory.
Exactly.
Hey, you tell her. Hey, you're like, hey Jess, you tell her, hey Jess, what did we talk about yesterday? I don't know, but if I was to see y'all, I would at least remember 5% of it. But I didn't see none of y'all. I don't know. I have no idea.
No, I learn better with seeing things versus hearing them.
Hey, there was something, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, Jess. I think I'm lagging again.
That's all right. That's all right.
Am I lagging again?
No.
Yeah, I think
so. No,
okay.
You're not. You're not.
Go ahead. Jess, go ahead.
He is. Jess.
No, I'm good. I'm done. Well, you were. Oh,
no,
did you guys have something in mind? No, you asked me. Did you guys have something in mind? Because that same lady that I sent you the video, she was talking about. She did a little short video on the breastplate of the high priest, and then she spoke about the onyx and how they also had to put the onyx on the shoulders, and I haven't done a study on this, I just saw the video, but I thought it was pretty cool. And the shadow of the onyx on the video, and that the names of that, and that how that linked to Jesus. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, all of them do. So onyx is just one of the stones, because you have the beryl stone. You have you have 12 stones, each one of them representing a tribe, right?
Exactly, but the onyx one was also put on each side of the shoulders, on top of the shoulders, to link the material together.
Yeah, the shoulder pieces. The shoulder pieces. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they represented the name of, I think she said, Joshua or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I just thought that was pretty interesting. So I don't know if you want to, touch on that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's just it's just something I threw out.
Yeah, but I think we went over, or I thought I did. I thought we went over the 12 stones. I thought anyway. Maybe not. Yeah, on the shoulder pieces. You're talking about but onyx stone is part of the 12, is what I'm saying, though. It's not like separate. It's not like
exactly. That's one of the 12 stones.
Yeah, one of the 12. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me see.
And one thing I'm going to make mention too of that, since y'all in Genesis, right? So that bdellium, that it's in the Garden of Eden, right? And one of the rivers had bdellium or something like that. I searched it up, and that's what myrrh is called. And it reminded me of
myrrh, like the
burial,
like frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah, so that's what bdellium is.
Yeah, you're talking about the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was something I was going to bring up, man, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it was.
Your brain cells are consumed with football.
That's Dre's fault. I told him stop. I told him. I know you need to bring out the chocolato on his butt. Let me see. No. Well, since we're doing shadows tomorrow, doesn't mean we can't talk about a shadow today. But when's the last time we went over anything in the New Testament? How long has that been?
A year.
How? What?
Been like a year.
We weren't. No, we've been over the New Testament a little bit recently. I mean, we talked about
we can
just last. I think we talked about the parable of the sower just not too long ago, like last week.
Was it? All right. All right, well, then we'll just make it simple. Because remember, tomorrow we're going over the secret captain tomorrow. So today was kind of like, y'all can just, man, it don't matter. Y'all pick a book. It don't matter to me. We can find anything to talk about. We could do a pick a book today.
Let's go to. You want to go over Obadiah? Me and you did Obadiah like 30. We did like a 5-minute Obadiah overview, but which is still pretty good though. And I know you got to log off at 8, right?
I'll let y'all know exactly when. I have a little timer going off there. What does it say? So tomorrow there ain't gonna be no secret. No, tomorrow there is gonna be. Tomorrow we are talking about secret captain.
Tomorrow is the secret captain.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is the secret captain day.
Pinky said your numbers are dropping. What? What are you talking about? Numbers? She talking about like
he was
numbers are dropping. Yeah, but he gonna be no more a secret. Excuse me. Oh, he's gonna be a secret to them that still can't see it. He's gonna be a secret, all right. Obadiah, is that what you said? Let's see.
Yeah, I think we went over Obadiah together. It was pretty cool. A couple mountains in there and things of that nature.
All right. Golly, I keep missing it because it's only like a page. I think I passed it already again.
Yeah, it's just it's not a long one.
All right.
Obadiah.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Read that bad boy. Yeah, it is. This is one of the ones that's just one page. Couldn't remember if it was a page or two, 3 pages, or what.
No, it's one page. That. It's a good little shadow.
Yeah, read that bad boy. We'll go through there real quick.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to step inside. I didn't hear it. Where are we at right now?
We're waiting for you to read Obadiah.
What verse are we in? Go ahead, Dre. You're going to read today. I got my King. I got my new King.
Funny. She said what like, verse?
No. I got the wrong translation.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Where are we at?
Obadiah.
Oh, okay, Obadiah. What
chapter 4. Obadiah. Okay. Obadiah chapter 4. Chapter 4.
Shut up.
Let me know when you got it so we can get started.
Obadiah is one of those little bitty
Obadiah
books.
is a minor prophet. It's towards the end of the Old Testament. Come on, guys. Oh, it's not too difficult.
Minor. It's just a minor.
And it's only one page. Go for it.
Dre, I know who overall best athlete is overall.
Best athlete overall?
Yeah, overall best athlete, bro. Michael Jordan, bro.
I'm gonna still say Deion.
Hey, Michael Jordan, he didn't just go play
I think
baseball.
I'm gonna still say
He went to go
Deion.
golf. I got his golf rookie card, sir. Okay, go. Send it. Who's reading?
Oh, that's cool. No, that's cool. I got it, I guess. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent amongst the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Dost thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, hence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they have had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How is his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Oh, that's where the Confederates come from. I get it now. It was biblical. Okay.
It's a biblical thing. It's a biblical thing, bro.
Apparently, yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in the day, save the Lord, even destroy the wise men of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Taman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day of that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day of the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even, oh my goodness, and even thou wast as one of them, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on the affliction in the day of the calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that day remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall be upon thine own head. For as thee have drunk upon the holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon the Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess the Canaanites unto Zaphareth, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is Shepherd, shall possess the cities of the south, and the Savior shall come on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau and the kingdom of the Lords. That is Obadiah.
Real quick, doesn't he just the last three 18, 19? Yeah, isn't these the cities that the rivers that came out of the Garden of Eden? Aren't these the four that he was talking about?
Well, before we start talking about rivers, the main question here, literally the biggest question is, what is the house of Jacob and what is the house of Esau? Because I'm gonna tell you, there are like denominations, like there are religions that are created from this right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just this right here, the house of Jacob, the house of Edom, they create religions on this. So what is the house of Jacob and the house of Esau? What is that?
So wouldn't one be like the child of God and the children of Satan? Can we look at it that way?
Well, if you were to say that, how would you prove that if that was the truth?
Well, the ones that have Christ, accepted Jesus, and are walking in His Spirit would be the children of God, which means we're His temple, His bride, and all the other ones.
I'm saying I understand what someone is saved is, but how would, if you were to take, excuse me, the house of Jacob and the house of Esau, just simply saying, oh yeah, well, children of God, and then now we start explaining the children of God. What does that got to do with Jacob and Esau?
Esau sold his birthright, brother, which
and the
gave
promise.
away his promise. Yep.
And the promise.
The flesh.
Okay, so you
said the flesh and the spirit. But he's always
nowhere in there is it talking about flesh and spirit. It's talking about Jacob and Esau. It's talking about Jacob and Esau. So if the understanding of Jacob and Esau, if that's not understood, then everybody's just making claims.
Are we talking about Iranian Muslims?
I'm talking about Jacob. I'm talking about Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
We know
Dre got part of it. Dre got part of it right because he's describing Jacob. I don't hear anybody describe. I mean, he's describing Esau. I don't hear anybody describing Jacob.
Well, I said Jacob was the promise.
Jacob is the promise.
Jacob had the promise.
No.
Well, let's say that was true. Let's say Jacob had the promise. You're not explaining what you mean by that. I need to. So there's like 2 or 3 like key points of Jacob and Esau that have to be described. So like,
Yeah. So
yes.
Here, let me just. No, I'll just do it. So Esau gave up his birthright. So he gave up, the spirit, and he gave it basically to Jacob, and Jacob received it through his mother, which he brought the offering, and he disguised himself as Esau with the pleasurable meat upon Isaac, and he actually basically took the birthright away and the blessing away. So that's
right. So
that's how Esau ended up being.
Right. So now the firstborn became the lastborn, and the lastborn became the firstborn. Okay. Now that we got that part out the way, is there anything else left to be said about either one of them? Because there's one key, like huge point about one of them.
Is it that the ones that were his chosen calling, which was Israel, And then the Gentiles, does it have anything to do with that and how we switch now?
Well, my point is there's one key part of one of these people that's not being mentioned right now to be mentioned. Yes. Jacob's
I'm
name
sorry,
was
what did he
changed
say?
to
Israel, yeah.
Jacob's name was changed to Israel. If that part right there is looked past, if that is looked past, then I'm sorry. You're just going to be given a bunch of ideas, a bunch of what I thinks, and you could be right. But because the explanation of that is not being explained, then now you're just arguing about ideas now at this point, because it has to be understood that Jacob became the firstborn, and because of that, his name was changed to Israel. And if it's not seen that Jesus is Israel, right? If that's not seen that Jesus is Israel, then I'm sorry. This is not going to make any sense to you at all when it talks about the house of Esau and the house of Jacob. It's not going to make sense because you're not seeing the whole purpose, the whole point of everything is not, it's not seen. It just sounds like stories. And so because people aren't seeing this, their eyes just stay carnal the entire time, and they start building a whole religion on the house of Esau and their religion is carnal, and it's not built by Christ, because Jacob, his name was changed to Israel because there's only one whose name is Israel, because there's only one promise. There's only one promised land. So the physical promised land is the shadow of the actual promise to come, which is Christ. Christ is Israel. He is the promised land, the land flowing of milk and honey. He's it, the good ground. He's the soil, the good ground, God's heart. It's him. It was never a geographical location. So while these people are fighting and arguing and debating and scoffing at one another for a geographical location, ground, they've missed it. They've missed it. That was never the actual promise. It was a shadow of something to come. That's what it was. So there is always going to be people that are Jewish that it'd be very hard for them to see that Jesus was the promise to come. It's going to be very hard for them. So this idea that, Jews are going to go to the burn place and, they're going to suffer and all. God's not stupid. Jeez, he's not stupid, man. He
Truck,
hasn't.
can you mod?
What?
Can you mod Tori for me real quick, please?
Might as
Yeah,
well
but
mod
anyway,
me while you're at it.
I think I already did, Jess.
No, not on this account.
Man. Oh.
Oh my God! Not on this account. That's that nonsense right there.
You nonsense.
All right.
Chancleta.
Yeah, she can give you that nonsense in the color of
a bailar como un trompo.
Yeah, but anyway,
Jordan said mod him too while you're modding.
Oh my God!
The mod party.
What's going on right now?
We got mods in one account, put them the same mods into the other account.
Thank you, Bill, for that.
Y'all come to the live with your same account. Come to mod and come to these lives with your same account, guys.
You're right. I
only have one, brother. I stand on the Lord, and the Lord will protect me and my account.
Well, just don't
Jordan
use that.
said y'all being modest.
He is so funny. Jordan.
Oh, you know what Crywolf said? Don't forget, you got to pay them holidays now, Troy, for modding them.
Not
We
if
get,
they
do
request
we
it.
get
If they
love
request it, they
offerings
don't
at the
get
end of the
paid.
month? Andre, do we get
Yeah,
at the end of the month love offering?
I don't know. Trot's the one with all the money.
Hey Dre, your real name Andres?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my real name, bro.
Yeah, right.
My real name's Andrew. If y'all didn't know.
Yo, I've been
Andrew.
sitting next to Flip all
Yes,
this
sir.
time. He didn't even recognize. Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh,
What's up, man?
he looks like a Dalmatian right now. That's why.
Looking at it
Yes,
because I
sir.
get dizzy, bro. It's like a psychedelic trip on it. You focus in and out of it. You get like in a trance.
Yeah, but the warrior,
Boy,
she always
that
called
Bill,
me Andres.
that's Bill, that's the side effects that you get for all those acids, all that acid you dropped when you were
All
a
those years ago,
teenager.
I know, of flashbacks.
Hey, y'all don't block, please. Don't block. Just mute. Don't block, folks.
Excuse.
Just mute them. Just mute them. That way they can, if they want to stick around, they can and they can listen in. But don't block them because then that was the problem I was having my other live. The mods were just going crazy, bro, blocking everybody. I'll go in there and literally like 30 people be blocked every live. I'm like, what is going on, bro? Just mute them.
Just look what I
Just mute them.
misunderstood, bro.
I know. I saw it. I was cracking up. No, I know she didn't. It was Daniel. Daniel. I had to take his mods away at the next time I open up when it's my turn to open. I'm gonna have to unmod him because he blocks everybody. I think
That's
he
the
actually
best way to go.
misunderstood. I had to unblock her. I think my mods block everyone they agree with. LOL. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Matter of fact, I got blocked on Daniel's live, bro. It was funny because he was on live. It's that same lady Hebrews. She blocks everybody, bro. Gets on my nerves. She blocked
Oh
Taylor
man,
at
she blocked me just because I did caps. I didn't know I couldn't do caps, and boom, you're blocked from Danny's
bro. I
live.
don't I don't I I stopped going to Danny's live because of that. Because his mods are just out of control, bro. Like hit her in particular. Because my other girl over there, Riri, she's cool. But I wherever Hebrews is modding, I leave. I don't want nothing to do with it because it just gets on my nerves, bro. I wrote on Daniel's live. He was on our live talking about Star Wars, and I told him, brother, I finally watched Star Wars, and she blocked me for that. Like blocked me. I said, what the heck, bro? I said, Daniel, I came in my other account. Why am I blocked? And Daniel was like, oh, man, brother, you know you got to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, you get blocked. I said, no problem. I'm never coming back. And that's that. Because the correct answer was not follow the rules. I didn't break any rules to begin with. I didn't break any rules to begin with. I don't go on people's lives and break their rules, especially when I know them. If you don't know the rules and you don't know the rules, that's why you write like a hey, whatever, Star Wars, the devil. Nah, I just think that she assumed. And this is why you don't assume because you make a ass out of yourself. She assumed that I was making fun of him talking about Donald Trump being the the Antichrist
The
or
anti.
whatever, and right, and it had nothing to do with that. I was just writing him because he comes to our live, and I was just like, hey, bro, I finally saw Star Wars, and then she blocked me, and I was like, bro, seriously, like. That's the goofiest thing. And, me personally, where I'm not wanted, I just don't go back. So when they did that, I was like, all right, I'm not coming back here. And the way they did my boy Taylor, Taylor's the nicest guy in the world, bro. How you gonna block Taylor out of Pastor Danny's live? And he's like one of the nicest guys just because he wrote in all caps, he didn't realize it, and she just blocked him
I
right
didn't
off
know. I
top
didn't know.
because
I didn't
he wrote
either.
in
But I didn't
caps.
write everything in all caps. I wrote one word, and I didn't know. And boom, I was blocked. And I was like, why did I get blocked? Because I wrote all caps.
100%, Daniel. I mean, Jordan. Moderators are of the law, bro. The reality is, if somebody starts like some people come in our lives and they'll start like spamming in all caps, that's a problem. Like we don't want you spamming in all caps. But if somebody wrote in all caps right now, is like, yo, try yada yada yada, read this, like, because you're trying to get a point across because you wanted to stick out. That's not. Who cares, bro? But people act like one capital word is like the end of the world. It's like, bro, like stop it, bro. Like as long see, I got a question. I'm cool with that. What's your question, Kit Kat?
What about
What
me,
happened?
bro? I
What
got
happened with
fat
Trot?
fingers and I'm typing and I hit the cap button all the time because my thumb covers half the screen because of my chubby fingers. And I'm capping all the time. People tell me all the time, what?
Look at Kit Kat. I got a question in all caps.
Right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
silly, man. Like some of these rules are really, really silly, and then what it does is it
Well,
causes your people to not come back.
Brenda goes like
well,
this.
you know what, Dre? I'll explain because I'm out on the other side of TikTok. So let me explain why. Because if you just mute someone and they really do not like you, they will start reporting your live. So the rule is that you mute them and then you block them. And then you, as the host, if you want to bring them back, you can on your next live. But if you don't mute someone and block them, how they can is report your live and then how your page is taken. So you have to be very mindful of that. And that's why mods do it. Now, as for in caps, if there's someone who cannot, so the same example in which brother just gave, if he were to tell you, well, you know what, I can't see the screen or I have the fat fingers or whatever, then you tell your mods, I've gave him permission to write me caps because of whatever the case. A lot of hosts, they give the mods instruction on what to do. Some mods, you're right, they go overboard in their modding purposes. And that's why I asked you, how do you want your page ran? Same thing I asked Flip and same thing I asked Trot. How do you want your pages ran? Because on the other side, I block because these other people who I mod for, they are big battlers. And if you have over $1 million and 1,000,000 diamonds and they report your live, you lose all of that money. You don't get that money back. If it's a good topic and people don't like your stance, they will report your live. So it's always best to tell your mods how you want your page ran,
I
your
think
live
that's
ran.
what
Excuse
happens.
me.
That's why Daniel is used to blocking because on his lives, he gets banded. He has to block them. So I think he's
Yeah.
just used to blocking people. Because remember, Daniel has 500, 600, 800 people, sometimes even 1,000 in his live. And
Yeah, no,
if they
I
don't,
get it, I get it, but we're talking about
somebody
disrespect
else's.
though, Jesse. Like if somebody's
I know.
somebody's just like writing something like what that you just lose your followers. That like I'm gone. I'm not going back there, bro. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back there
For that
just because
reason,
For
that's
I
out
that,
of
agree
line.
with you.
right, I understand that, but caps are normally on the other side are only used for mods in order to get the host attention, except for those instances if someone as you just indicated right now when she typed in caps. On the other side, we always let one or two questions go like that. But if we see it as a something that's being
Like
done
somebody's spanning,
intentionally,
somebody that's spanning, if they're spanning,
yes, then we
if
mute
they're
and then
spanning,
we
yeah.
block. And
And
the
there's
host
people that
always puts a
span a lot.
disclaimer in the live. There's always a disclaimer when you come into the live. You know, caps are for mods, or mods will post in their caps are for mods unless you're trying to get the host attention, reach out to a mod, so then we will know not to block you or to mute you, because we're trying to make sure that there's no discourse in the live, because who wants someone um who
Spanning,
comes in to
spanning,
bring all this
span,
chaos
and
and
they start
confusion? You
spanning.
know what I mean? If the live is going great and then all of a sudden someone gets into the box and then all of a sudden their question or their response just throws the whole live off after everything was going smooth, and then it's hard to get it back. back on track. That's all.
Well,
Yeah, no, I get it. Hey, did you mod Kit Kat try?
huh?
You better mod Kit Kat. You better mod all your Texans, bro. Otherwise you're gonna have a civil war in Texas.
Civil War, oh my Lord.
She's mod. She's
Anyway,
mod.
Kit Kat, you're
She's
modded.
where
mod,
are we?
people. She's good.
Where
She's
were
good.
we at? Where were we at?
We are, you said
We were talking
the
about
name of Israel. Yeah, that if you don't know why the name was, it means Israel, the change of the
Oh
name,
yeah,
then you're lost.
so if you keep it carnal, right, and you really are trying to make yourself believe, or better yet, it can be easily seen as that there is this where is it at? Let me see. Or better yet, so you have the house of Esau and you have the house of Jacob. Okay, so when you read this, it literally could look like that it's talking about you're one of these two houses, right? And I'm talking about the physical people, all right? So the physical people each have a house, and you're one or the other. And so if you spiritually cannot understand anything about Jacob and Esau, then there's no other viewpoint to have, which means the only viewpoint to have is that you're either of Jacob or of Esau. So Jacob and Esau are going to look like they're going to look like skin tones, right? Like, because, Esau is red all over. Well, what kind of person is red all over? Obviously, like a Caucasian, and then
a white man.
Yeah, or a white man, right, from Caucasus. But, so you have a Caucasian
from the right side
man.
of the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, so you have a white man versus Jacob, a dark-skinned man. Now, in these people's minds, this just became skin color. So never mind that they both came out of the same womb. So what do they say about the same womb? Oh, well, black people can make white people. Not the other way around. A white person can't make a black person. So basically this was a dark-skinned person that had two babies. One was white and one was dark-skinned. And guess what? The dark-skinned was Jacob. And so because Jacob is Israel, then now they're all Israelites because they're dark-skinned. Now this becomes a dark-skin battle is what this becomes. It no longer becomes what it always have been, a spiritual battle the entire time. So they don't want to accept that. They want to keep it Jacob and Esau based on how they view the story, which is one was white and one was dark skinned. And it has nothing to do with any of that. Not even a little bit. It has nothing to do. Not even remotely close to what's really going on. What's really going on is one was red all over. Esau, he was red all over, hairy. Jesus was called ruddy. So was Esau. He's ruddy. That's why he's red. David, the Bible tells us that Jesus would come from David. David was ruddy. Adam was ruddy. It's not a coincidence that all these people have this symbolism of ruddiness, redness. The scarlet thread is red. Okay, so there's a lot of red, the color red that goes through the Old Testament, and it's a sign of Christ, the blood that was put on the Passover, the door frame. So it just symbolically represents Christ, right? The firstborn, right? But the difference in the story of Jacob and Esau is the secondborn received the blessing because of the firstborn. Because of the firstborn. And and people miss it. They miss it huge. It was the covering of the firstborn that blessed Jacob, which was the hairy feel the smell of the field. And the reason why that Esau had a smell of the field is because it's a representation of the husbandry, the gardener that works in the field, the one that does all the work. If you look at Jacob, it just seems like his life is just chill in comparison. Jacob's the one that hunts. What?
Dre one up.
Oh, I didn't even know it bounced off. Where'd he go?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I got dropped somehow.
Okay. I'm gonna have to unmod everybody. I'm gonna have to start the mod thing over. Or what?
Don't forget
anyway.
to mod Pinky, please. Don't forget to mod Pinky.
Yeah,
I know.
I think I did already.
I don't know if she did or didn't, but just anyways.
Yeah, but
Hebrew.
Yeah, anyways.
Aaron said Hebrews bounced me.
Hebrews bounced you.
She's
Kicked
the one
you
that
out of
everybody.
Yeah, so and I've already seen a couple. I know Pinky was one of them, and I didn't look at whoever it was, but someone said something about numbers going down other than Pinky. I just don't remember who it was. And a couple of days ago, somebody said that too. And let me say this about the numbers. Guys, don't be fooled by the numbers you see up there. I'm telling you right now, you're hardly ever going to hear me say this, but probably once every few months. There's something I learned about TikTok, and I don't talk to anybody about it. So let me just say this. Those numbers you see up there, those are not 100% correct. They may be 70% correct, but they're not 100% correct. There's a lot of people that will just watch your live, and they won't tap the screen, and but they'll watch your live. They'll watch the entire live, but they will not enter your screen, okay? And the one way that I found that to be true is I started getting DMs by a lot of people. On a daily basis, it's easy 20, maybe 25 on a daily basis. The next day, it may be a different 10, a different 15 people, but there's at least a total of 35, 40 people, and they never come in my live. But they only started DMing me when I started this. So only one of them's fessed up and said, yeah, I listen to your live every once in a while. But these people that are DMing me, it's because they don't want other people to see them in this live. And so some of them are like, don't understand some of the things that I say, so they want to DM. And there's been a few that's hopped in now, and for whatever reason, now they don't care what people think, and they understand what I'm saying, and they come in. But there is a bunch of people that will never let their face be seen in this live because they have other people that see them a certain way. And so again, you're not going to hear me say this often, but don't let those numbers fool you, what you see up there. Okay. If you look at these numbers up here, like right now it says 49, I think, and you go, wow, there's only 49 people in here. Then there's no way you understand how TikTok works. I'm telling you right now, there's over 200 people in here watching. Period. Okay, so you just see 49, but there's a lot of people that watch that will not touch that screen. And what happened? What was that?
They want to go into. They'll stay in the shadows. Like they won't go into the live. They'll watch it from the outside. So
yeah.
You have
so
a lot of
I've already learned that the numbers are triple, if not quadruple, the real amount of people that's listening in. So hopefully I don't have to say that again, and y'all can remember that whenever you see 20 on there, I guarantee you there's almost 100 people listening. So don't let that fool you. It's just something that it's better if you learn that quicker than sooner than later, so you can understand that those numbers don't mean anything. It's just showing you how many people are actually inside the room, So, but anyway, with all that being said, yeah, send it.
While you're digressing, I just something just popped up on my computer, and it said that Deion Sanders is relaunching his Nike shoe. I cannot wait to get that shoe, bro.
Really?
I have the original. I have the original from back in the day. So,
is there a picture? Is there a picture of it?
I'm gonna get my pen out. I'm gonna get my red pen out.
Yeah, it is a picture of it. I have the original shoe, but I can't wear them because when they're that old, they fall apart on you. So you just gotta put them up. So I can't wait to get a pair that I can actually wear.
Yeah, well, I want to see if you find a picture of them, put it up. I'll make it bigger so I can see what the new one's going to look like.
Well, I think they're going to look the same as the old ones. They're relaunching it. It's like the Jordan relaunches.
Oh, they're okay. Well, okay, we'll put it up anyway. I want to see. I just want to see if. I just want to see it anyway. I mean, oh, you got it right there. Well, hold on a second. Does it got that white piece in the center? Let me see.
The best football player ever, all around, ever, everything.
All around, 100%.
The GOAT. He is the GOAT.
We're going to the extreme now, bro.
He is.
Not ever.
He is.
That's the GOAT right there, bro. That's the GOAT.
Hey, Dre, what university did he play for?
I don't want to talk about that. I talk about his pro career, not his college career.
I'm just saying.
Hey, where'd he go to high? Where'd he go to high school?
Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
100%. Fort Myers.
Yeah. Yep.
I just don't talk about his college career. That's the only thing I don't talk about.
Hey, his college career made him, Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyway, with all that being said, yeah. So this whole.
You guys are lucky. I was just ready to say I'm going to medicate all of you for ADD.
Go, my lord!
Jesse,
what's wrong with you?
Let's not do that, Jesse, because I'm going to start recording you on some of these lives that you go on, so we can talk about real AD.
Go back on the topic, man, please.
Bill, please step in, and you know the truth, Bill.
No.
I know. I tried. I am with you.
I have ADD, and every time you guys go back to the basketball, I lose my train completely.
Oye, pero eso tiene que ver con la edad, no ADD.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Trot, so I think Trot walked away. I could hear him open up his door. Yeah, Trot walked out. Hey, y'all tap the screen, please. Let's see if we can get to 20K this live, which would be incredible. I don't think we hit. This is the first time we hit 10K on the live, on Trot's live, so we gotta boost it up. And y'all please like and share the promotion videos so we can get more people up in here. Y'all just don't be liking and sharing them, boy. Hey, Trot, I hear you back. I hear you climbing on your chair. You climbing in your throne.
Man. Yeah,
hey,
bro.
So,
I had to jump up here.
Verse 11, it says, "In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and the foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even in the west side, even though wast as one of them." I can't. That's weird, but the casting lots, is it talking about? Could it be talking about the garments of Christ?
Well, I'll tell you what, before I do that, I'm looking for something. Just give me a minute. Just give me a second. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking about... Go to
what is verse 6 talking about?
Well, hold on. Go to Numbers 20. Go to Numbers 20, and I'm looking for it. Because remember, there's a part where the Edomites don't let Israel pass through in Numbers. And I know the beginning of 20 is the water from the rock.
It's in. It starts in 14, around there. Edom saith unto his brother Israel, Thou knowest that the travail that has befallen us, how our fathers went down to Egypt, and we have dwelt in Edom a long time, and it vexed us and our fathers, and we cried out to the Lord. The voice of the Lord, the angel came in, and behold, Kadesh, the city of the most border, let us pass. I pray thee. It says, verse 17 says, Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway, and we will not turn our right to the right or to the left as we pass thy borders. And Edom said unto him, verse 18, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'm just reading I can't remember where.
Hey, where did Bill go? Bill's gone?
Yeah, so so that's where he turned him around, right? Where he says, so I'm going back to Obadiah, where he says, For the violence you did against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. On the day that you stood aloof from your brother Jacob, on the day the strangers took captive his forces and carried off his wealth, and foreigners entered into his gates. Yeah, so the gate is always referring to like the entrance, like of the heart, or the entrance of the quote unquote the city. But it is talking about like the way to enter. So where he says, let's see, man, I'm missing something. I just can't remember what it was. Let me see. Let me try one more.
For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen that thou hast done. Thy reward shall be upon thine own head.
Let me see. Man, I don't remember where it's at.
What are we looking for?
Well, because I wanted to go over, no, I was right about one of them, but there's another one. There's a few, there's two more. Another one where it's talking about the transgressions of Edom. I just wanted to go over it in its carnal. But yeah, so which one were we talking about? 11, right? Let's see. Yeah, so 10, it says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So
Amos 1:11.
Hold on. Yeah, 11.
Amos.
Okay, yeah. So, but he says, thou shalt be cut off forever, right? Talking to Esau, and it says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, okay, on the other side, in the day of the strangers, and it says other side. This is the same side that Adam and Eve stood on. It's the same side that Goliath stood when he was calling for the champion to come out of Israel, standing on the wrong side, talking about the side of transgression. And he says, 11.
Try
Amos
1:11 talks about the transgressions of Edom as well. It says, Thus saith the Lord, for three transgressions of Edom. It says, for three transgressions of Edom And for 4, I will not turn away thy punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Yeah, so in 8 it says, and I will cut off the inhabitant of Ashdod. Hold on, let me see. And him hold the scepter of Eshkelon and Ekron. Okay, hold on, that's not it. Let me see. No. To Lord for the transgression of Tyre, punishment, brother. So I will send, but I will send a fire, the wall of Tyre, which shall devour the places. Thus saith the Lord for the 3 transgression of Edom, and for the 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. And cast off all pity, his anger did tear, truly keep the wrath. Yeah, so there it is right there where it says, and kept his wrath forever. Talking about Edom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's one of them right there. So basically there's this unforgiveness attitude that Esau has, right? And if his coverings, right, spiritually now, we're talking about spiritually, his coverings, how he smelt, how he felt, the food that he presented to the father, which is Isaac in the story, all these things added up to which showed Isaac 100% certainty, this is my son right here, just like the father is with Christ, right? The unforgiveness, though, the act of unforgiveness. So Esau, not only does he sell his inheritance, whenever wrong is brought against him, he's unforgiving. And he holds that unforgiveness forever. And unforgiveness is not a characteristic of God. So when people are trying to use these stories as a physical story only, and they leave out the spiritual notations that are there, then you're spiritually blind. Because Esau is not just representing a fool who sells his inheritance. He's not only representing, a bitter man, but he's representing an unforgiving person forever. And the Bible makes it clear how you hold a certain law to someone else, that law is going to be held on you. So it's not that God is like trying to put this severe punishment on Edom. He's bringing it upon himself because he sold his inheritance. He's bitter about an outcome of something that was his fault. And the biggest one of them all, he's still holding, like the Edomites are still holding a grudge against Jacob to the point that they don't even want them to pass through their land. So in 11, where it says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into the gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, the substance day of their calamity. Neither should thou have stood on the crossway and cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest. I mean, it's just a constant. You shouldn't have done this. And when you look at it, it's like the attitude is, I can't wait for y'all to fail again so we can laugh. Like that's kind of what you're seeing here. Like the one where he says, you should not have entered the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. You shouldest not have looked on their affliction. And they're always noticing the bad of what's going on. And it says, for the day, this is 15, for the day the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head, for ye have drunk upon my holy mountain. So shall all the heathen drink continually. So the heathen is talking about the characteristic of the Edomite, of Esau. It's the characteristic. And so the characteristic of Esau is the characteristic of a person that is always focused on like what is wrong with other people. And they're always focused on, they have like an attitude of entitlement, like they're always entitled to something, like if they earned something. And so you cannot earn Christ. You're not supposed to be sitting around your Christian brothers, sisters, and always trying to like point out some sort of flaw, or always trying to find out how you can like mock or make fun of something that they're going through. You pay real close attention to how Esau or the Edomites act. In the spiritual notation, we're not supposed to act that way. It comes all the way down to that. And so the offspring of Esau, the Edomites, are not talking about a physical. Now, was Esau a real man? Were the Edomites real people? Yes, 100%. But spiritually, it's constantly going over the difference between that house and the house of Jacob. There's two complete different attitudes of the people. They're completely different. That's why we're not supposed to act like the people in the world, because the people of the world is representing the Esau, the offspring of Esau, people who give away their inheritance. They sell it for a pot of beans. The pot of beans is the world. That's the pot of beans. If you didn't know that, the pot of beans is the world, like just for mere beans. Like it'll feed you, but it doesn't spiritually feed you. It's not even meat. Is there protein in beans? Yeah, there's protein in beans. You can eat beans, but you're going to sell, you're going to give away your inheritance, which is Christ's inheritance. You're going to give that away because you would want to eat your pot of beans right now. Like you want to, you want to feed the flesh. You want the flesh to be taken care of right now instead of having patience. And Esau did not show patience. Like he's telling Jacob, give me those beans or I'm going to die right now. That's not true. You mean to tell me he hasn't eaten for 40 days? I'm pretty sure if it's been 40 days that it would have made sure to let us know that.
Yeah.
All we do know is he was in a field all day. So basically, I'll even give him 2 days just for fun. So he hasn't eaten in 2 days. So because he comes to Jacob and Jacob's got some beans, he would sell his inheritance to appease his flesh right here, right now. I want to appease my flesh. And so the attitude, the characteristic of Esau has to be understood, that he was in his flesh. He could care less of having his father's inheritance. Now, remember, his inheritance was years down the road. It wasn't tomorrow. It was down the road. And you could just see the characteristic. Instead of me, maintaining what is true, which is my father's inheritance. I may not have nothing right now, but I will when I receive the inheritance. But I don't want to wait for my inheritance. And then Jacob's like, well, sell me your inheritance. He's like, okay, for the pot of beans, give me your beans. So Jacob didn't have anything to eat now, which means Esau was in his belly. He was in his flesh, not Jacob. Jacob's like, well, I'm just going to go make me some more food. I don't know, maybe it took him another day. Maybe it took him another whole day to get some more food. But he was able to say, well, so he was focused on like eternity or like the future, right? And so that's how we're supposed to be. This world is not supposed to beat us up. We're not supposed to be beat up by this world because our eyes are focused on eternity, just like Jacob's was. Jacob's was focused on the inheritance. So he said, I'll give you these pot of beans for your inheritance. But notice the one that couldn't say no to the flesh, Esau, he couldn't say no. His flesh said, feed me now. And he said, yes, master, whatever it takes. And so the characteristic is we live in this world, but, you know, and I'm not trying to get all legalistic, but you have the pleasures of this world, and then you have those that are focused on eternity. So even though it feels good to get in your emotions and to cry and to beat yourself down about how things are not working out, anytime you're feeding your flesh, your eyes are not focused on eternity. You're not focused on the inheritance. You're not. You're more focused on what's happening right now, this second, and that is the belly that can become your God. That thing can rule you. And this is the whole point of this. The whole point of this is Esau was not focused on eternity. He wanted to appease his flesh right now. I'm going to eat these beans right now because I'm starving, that I'm going to die. He ain't going to die. You know, we use those words, I'm starving. I've seen people not eat. Now, I've only been a few days, but I've seen people that hadn't eaten for over a week. So, you know, anytime someone says I'm starving, I'm like, nah, no, you're not. I guarantee it. Now, we may play around with that word, but none of us truly understand starvation unless it's been at least a week that you haven't eaten. Now, first of all, that's nothing to brag about. So don't bring me your sackcloth and don't start slapping your head with a bunch of dirt proving that you're better than someone because you haven't eaten in a week, okay? I'm just saying that when a person hasn't eaten for about a week, you can actually ask them, hey, what does that feel like? And they'll tell you, like, it just feels like like your stomach is like knotting up. I've never been a full week, but I've been several days without food, so I at least have an idea, but fasting for a week is not bragging rights. I went in my closet, I stayed there for 3 days, and I ate nothing but the bugs that were by my feet. This stuff it's not bragging rights. If you want to fast and you don't want to eat, all it's doing is teaching you how to say no to the pot of beans. That's it. And the sooner you learn that, the better. Your eyes will be focused more on eternity rather than what's going on around you. And, you get to a point that a hard time can happen to you, not to anybody else. It could be the hard time that happened to you directly, and you'll be able to be like David when David lost his son and he got off the ground and said he went and took a shower, put some clean clothes on, and he ate. And his servant says, what is this that you're doing? What's wrong with you? And he said, what do you mean? He said, your son just died. He said, yes. He said, I prayed for him. I fasted. He's unalived, but he can't come to me, but I'll see him again. And that's it. Most people think you're supposed to mourn for a year or two. You can mourn. The mourning is your choice. You mourn however long you want to, but I will tell you this, it's better for you to start getting on with your life. So when people, this is a crazy debate. Oh, how dare you say, no, what you're doing is you're fighting to be in your belly. That's the problem. And you get mad at someone else because you want to be in your belly. You want to sob and you want the whole world to see that you're just so sad. First of all, everybody's sad when they lose someone they dearly love. Everybody. You're not the only one that is sad. It's crazy that people want you to believe that they're more sad than you are when they lose somebody. Why? Why are you trying to prove how sad you are? I'm telling you, your flesh is a monster, and it will make you think, well, okay, this is a good time to be in your belly 100%. You better not. You better not. I've seen people commit suicide because they were so sad. Don't trust your flesh. So, again, don't get it twisted. Put your red pen down. I'm not saying don't be sad if someone in your family passes away. No, absolutely. Be sad. But only you know when those doors are closed, only you know if you're sitting there crying for 6 hours straight. Nobody else may see it, but you do. And I'm telling you, if you're crying yourself to sleep every night, I'm sitting here telling you that is harmful to your body.